Hi, it's Jennifer Victoria Bell. I wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about prosperity consciousness and Nina Motorisi, who helps me make all my beautiful launch pages and helps me to launch all my programs and courses, all my offerings. Really put it so beautifully this morning. We are told we are creators, right? We're co-creators, and so we think that we can just create what we want. We think we can create the abundance and prosperity we want. And we experience frustration sometimes because we can get so far ahead, and then we feel like we hit another block. And then we get so far ahead, and then we feel like we've hit another block. And part of that is because we actually don't have access to all of our creation energies because our DNA has been tampered with. And because we don't know that we're sovereign. And part of, it's not just knowing that you're sovereign or thinking that you're sovereign. You actually have to consciously build your sovereign structures. These are sovereign soul structures. And if you are participating in, spirituality by following people that are, I would say, creating false light, then anchoring those structures is going to be difficult. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Whitney. So that means that when you create false light, if you're in the polarity between light and dark, and you're sitting here saying, well, I don't like the dark, I don't see the blessings in the dark, I don't see the value in the dark, or this is my favorite one, there's nothing out there that wants to harm you. Well, then you're participating in false light, and you're also participating with people that are creating from false light, or they're creating more false light. Light includes the dark. So if you have anywhere anywhere in your life, in your consciousness, or the way you participate with life or think about life, if you are in that place, this is why things are juvenile, right? We're being, especially like if you look at someone, I mean, my favorite example is Matt Kahn, who says that entities don't exist. Well, I hold the truth that they do exist and that they don't. Congratulations. And the reason I hold that is because you can create whatever you want, and things have been created over centuries. And so yes, we have what I would call parasitic consciousness. The word entity is very charged. People charge it. I don't have a charge on it, but if you have a charge on it, that's on you. So if you are participating in that avoidance of the dark, you're creating false light. You're not able to access your creation template if your DNA hasn't been restructured based on your soul's truth and universal truth. And so you can create somewhat, and you are creating, but you're not creating based on that. Hi, Willow. You're not creating based on soul's truth and universal truth. Because your structures, one, you're not consciously tuning into your structures, your sovereign soul structures, and you're also not anchoring what you create into those structures. And so I call this fractured metaphysics or fragmented metaphysics. And in the conscious wizarding, we're going very deep into these. People think that foundation practices means elementary or basic. We have set a foundation of strength that I can tell you not many other people who are in the realm of energy healing, coaching, consciousness are offering. And these people signed up to anchor that. It's a foundation that is going to allow them to expand in the way that they were meant to. So when you hear foundation is not people who think they know, will hear foundation and think, oh, that's too basic for me. But if your foundation is not set on soul's truth and universal truth, you're going to keep creating from a place of untruth. You're going to create based on not enoughness. So a lot of people are still creating based on not enoughness. And that's part of the reason people are afraid of the dark, because they're afraid to go look in the depths of where they have judged themselves. And you really need to go open that door and to be comfortable and sitting there, like the practice of a shaman sitting in a cave, or the practice of the Taoist adepts where they sit in a graveyard all night. These are esoteric practices that there are some new thought leaders, and they are bashing these practices because they believe that there's nothing out there that will harm you. These practices are really important. Now, I'm not saying go run to the cemetery and do that, or go sit in a cave. Just, you need some preparation work. You need to anchor structure. So this is why you can't build the prosperity you want. And you don't understand the steps that come before prosperity within the curriculum of life itself. So this is why I set up the Money Wizards program, Restructuring Your Money Consciousness, because we're going to learn how to restructure your money consciousness and to be able to set a new foundation. You need to set this foundation of creation. And I would highly suggest, if you have not had your DNA restructured by me, that you look into it. And if you have questions about that, then you can private message me. Because DNA is a structure that allows you to bring in your light as it was built from your template of truth and universal truth. So I'd love to know your thoughts on, or if you've experienced this where you've tried, you get to a place like you create, right? And you keep trying to create, and you get a certain place, and then you're stuck again. And then you figure out something else. You hear someone else say, oh, I've done this, and this is how I can help you. And then you try that, and it works for a little while, and then you get stuck again. So it's like you just keep getting stuck. And part of the reason you're getting stuck is because you're creating through a mental projection. You're not creating through your sovereign soul structures. You're creating through a mental projection, which eventually breaks down. Eventually just doesn't work. So I hope that's helpful for you to understand. Hi, Amy. That how important it is to have sovereign, to consciously connect to your sovereign soul structures in your physical body, how to utilize them, how to work through them, and how they can anchor your soul's truth and universal truth. And I mean, just going to toot my own horn and say no one else is talking about this in this way, because this is what I came here to do. This is what I came here to offer. So if you're constantly going, oh, I'm trying to do this, and I'm getting stuck, then you're creating through a mental projection of untruth. You're creating through a structure that's not supporting your soul's truth or universal truth. It's as simple as that. So, yeah. So I don't want to reveal too much, but this is going to be the Money Wizarding. It's going to be an online retreat. It's going to be November 10th and 11th. I don't want people to join that are just wanting to know what I'm doing and try to take what I'm doing and make it their own without actually being it. I'm not interested in people that are trying to create just from their mind alone, that are just looking for that next new thing, that next shiny new thing. They're not my people. But if you're really interested in anchoring your sovereign soul structures, and you're really interested in going to the depths of yourself and being yourself and offering that sacred good to the world, you're my person. And I welcome you wholeheartedly. So I will post the link to the online retreat, and there is an option to join me here in Kauai live if you want to. And with Kauai, according to the kahunas that are here, is the island of instant manifestation. So if you really want to instantly manifest something, get your ass here. So, lots of love to you all. I am running off to a retreat for retreats, which has just been amazing. So, you're going to get excited because I'm going to start offering some kick-ass retreats all over the world, not just Kauai. I'm spreading the goodness all over. So, okay, love to you all. Have a good day. Bye.